Claire here for BBC The Social. I'm sitting with the awesome Daniel Portman, who you may recognise from a wee show they call Game of Thrones. Just a wee show.
Yeah.
We all know him as Podrick Payne from Game of Thrones, but we're here to get to know the man behind Podrick. This is the man behind Podrick. There he is.
That's me.
Yes.
Sorry to disappoint.
We're going to ask Daniel a couple of questions and you're going to complete the sentences.
Yes.
So it's very simple.
Yeah, absolutely. I can do that.
Great, okay. The thing I love most about working on Game of Thrones is...
It's nice to be involved in something that people care about, but is also critically very well received.
Best thing about acting is...
Interviews.
Okay, I'm so glad to be part of the best thing ever.
No, I don't know, travelling, you get to meet a whole host of people. There's just an opportunity to live many, many different lives and to see a bit of the world, and it can be tough, it can be a very, very demanding and unstable job, but you carve your own path and you get to be your own boss at the end of the day, and that's a fulfilling thing.
I dig that. My favourite person to hang out with on the Game of Thrones set is, can you choose?
You had Gemma on, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah,
She had
Gemma's
nice things to say about you.
Gemma's one of my absolute favourites. Christian Nairn, who played Hodor, got a lot of love for Christian, and Finn Jones, who was Sir Loras, who's now Iron Fist. Alfie Allen, got a lot of time for Alf. There's loads. Jerome.
Such a big cast as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean Gwen, who I work with, who plays Brienne, she's great. And Jerome Flynn, who's Bronn. We've been very, very good pals since we started working together. So that's the joy of the show, is you meet so many people, and it's sort of you all come from different places and different backgrounds and this and that, and it's all sort of brought us together. And I think we'll all have a connection through this show for the rest of our lives, because it's been a fucking massive part of everybody's last almost 10 years. So it's a big chunk.
Can't believe it's been a decade. Makes you feel old.
7 years for me. So.
And so, who's the best to go drinking with, would you say?
Rory McCann.
Oh yes.
Who's also on that list of my favourite people. Rory McCann is he's a top guy.
Oh, great.
Top guy, and he likes a dram, and so do I. So.
Great. We were playing Shag, Marry, Feed to the Dragons. Shag, Behead, Feed to the Dragons, rather. I think Gemma said Shag for Rory. And then she did a face, she went,
I mean, he's a big boy.
Yeah.
He's a big
Scottish
boy.
Porridge Oats, man.
Looks like he could chuck you about, so.
Exactly. Well, we'll leave it there.
I mean,
Okay.
if that's what you're into, fair enough.
Exactly. Whatever floats your boat. Now, on to Scotland.
Okay.
Are you ready?
My
'Cause
favourite subject.
Obviously, you're Scottish.
Apparently. Yeah.
Even though we're down here. You're back in Scotland when?
People want to talk to you in the street.
Yes.
That's it,
Yes.
because in London they don't, but in Scotland, I remember when I went up the road for Christmas last year, I had 5 conversations in between getting off the plane and getting in my taxi.
About Game of Thrones
with strangers,
or just
just people
random?
who were Glaswegian talking to fellow Glaswegians.
It's quite nice.
Really nice,
Yeah.
really nice.
Thing I miss most about Scotland is
My family and my pals.
my go-to order at the chippy is.
I'm gonna say it's a roll and chips with 2 pickled onions and a glass check iron brew.
Oh, nice. The last thing I saw abroad, which reminded me of home, was.
I mean, we're everywhere, really. So like.
When you see a football strip or you hear an accent.
I mean, I'm in America quite a lot, and everybody in America thinks they're Scottish. They just say, "I'm Scottish." And
Oh,
you're like,
really?
You don't sound it. Have you ever been? No.
Okay.
So you're not Scottish then, but thanks. You're welcome to join the team.
Yeah, no, totally. If you're part of the gang, it's fine.
Exactly.
The more the merrier, I say.
No, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the most Scottish. The last Scottish thing I saw abroad was just. It's the same Scottish thing I see. It's being recognised for being Scottish, and always being able to find somebody to have a pint with.
Being Scottish is.
Is unfair on those who are not.
I like that answer. We'll leave that there. The strangest place I've been asked for a selfie or have been recognised is.
So, everybody knows the Podrick thing that happened in the brothel. Everybody knows about that.
I wasn't going to mention.
No, I know, but it links into this. I was asked for a selfie while I was cock in hand at a urinal.
What am I meant to do with
Well,
that?
the guy says, "Can I have a picture?" And I'm like, "What do you want a picture of?"
You actually said that?
I was
Don't
just,
encourage him.
no, just like, fuck off, mate. Like, I'm a bit busy. You could have been, less creepy and just waited at the sink, or maybe waited
behind me,
outside, or I mean, yeah, feel free, just hold it for me. I'll do the picture. It's just, it's very inappropriate.
Did you finish up and do the selfie?
No.
Or you just were like, no, do my business, goodbye?
No, it's so fucking weird.
Daniel, thank you so much for speaking to me for BBC The Social.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.